Well, we're gonna see if Miss Parviocula here is interested in feeding. She seems to be. As we make our run, do the death dance here. Look at me, I'm tasty. Take me home tonight. Well, she's going to eat it, but without much fanfare. There we go, sweetheart. That's a good girl. There you go. That's so nice, huh? Go ahead, don't mind the camera. Don't mind the camera, just enjoy your rodent. You're okay. There. Oh, is that tasty, huh? Yeah. Feed and nourish them babies in there. That's a good girlie. Oh, you're so nice. She had a nice drink this morning, and now we stuff a big rat in there. Oh, those are some big fangs there, sweetie. You can see them nicely tucked up there in the fang sheath. They're about 5/8 of an inch long, probably about 15 millimeters. Oh, that's tasty, huh? So I believe this is the first and ever Bitis parviocula chow time video anywhere. There's been some pictures and such done by Bill Love. Was a wonderful herpetoculturist and certainly a very well respected photographer. But I don't think we've ever seen any video of these creatures eating. Not that they eat any differently than any other Bitis. It's just that we haven't seen it. Oh, is that nice, huh? Look at that. Oh, that's just the perfect one for you. Yeah. It's interesting they don't use their fangs as meat hooks like some of the other Bitis do. Now these gals, or these specimens, are still, you know, skittish and unsure of me because we just met for the first time earlier this week. So, you know, I've started off by offering them water by hand. as sort of a gesture that I wasn't going to hurt them, and now this big old girl took down a nice rodent, a medium-sized rat. Now, normally these snakes are kept on the very cool side because of their montane existence. Elevations between 2,000 and 3,000 meters. That's up there. So you think that maybe they have a high of like 75 degrees that they like, and lows probably, they're probably good to go, you know, even down into the low 60s Fahrenheit, or even cooler. Now she's been sitting under the light, which is the warmest part of the cage, since her arrival. She's about 78 or 80 degrees. Back there in that corner that's off her nose, it's typically like 72 degrees there. She knocked her plant over, but I've ordered some extra plants to dress these guys' cages up a little bit so they can feel more comfortable. But she's been sitting right out here in the front, all nice and coiled up. Even though it's winter, I don't have the heat on. Even though her cage is equipped with a Pro Products heat panel, like most of my cages, she just doesn't care for that much warmth. Now one would think, because they're montane species and acclimated and working well at lower temperatures, that their gestation period is probably longer than your typical sea level or lower altitude Bitis. She got that down. Now hopefully she'll cooperate and turn towards the camera if she's going to put her fangs back in place, which she's thinking about doing right now. Come on, sweetie. Look this way. Don't be shy about it, of course. Look at her. She turns exactly away from my position, and I'm not going to reach in there and stick the camera in her face. That's for certain. Once again, thwarted by the Bitis. Well, maybe you don't need to do a big yawn because you didn't really stretch things out too much. Or maybe you're just being kind and turning this way so you can do that for the camera, which would be really sweet. All your fans out there, and believe me, you have lots of fans that would just love to see your venom apparatus. So please indulge us. Yes, I prefer to see it at a distance, thank you, not as it's just about to go plunging into my my arm. Okay. How much film are you going to waste or videotape? You know, having been a young male myself, well, considering I'm not commonly prone to change sexes in midlife or anything like that, you know, on my introduction to the parvioculas on my YouTube, oh, there we go, look this way, no, don't turn to the back, okay, she's not doing anything right at the moment. This young 15-year-old male from someplace, he says, in the US, and most of the time profiles are only as good as the electrons they're written in. Speculated on the chemistry of the Bitis parviocula venom, and I commented that that I thought this was a young male writing this even before I looked at his profile, and well, he didn't take too kindly to it. Subsequently, his retort was that I was being disrespectful, when in actuality I wasn't. I think some of you have seen me be disrespectful when I really want to be. This was definitely not the case. But he definitely had a credibility issue with me. You know, even at 15, I might have some opinions, but I certainly wouldn't state emphatically. You wouldn't have to do all this facing the other way, wouldn't you? I wouldn't state emphatically that that this was the case and I thought it was this way, and unless I could back up why, and no one really knows their venom composition. So he comes back and tells me that he's been keeping venomous snakes since he was 4 years old, that his mother said it was okay and approved and stuff, and I'm sorry, a 4-year-old, I think even someone under 10 years old probably doesn't have the reflexes and ability to safely handle venomous snakes. And you know, I've had my daughters out there when they were like 12 or 13 working some rattlesnakes with me when I lived in Arizona, but still you know, they were learning under my direction. And secondly, this young man's mother would be arrested by Health and Human Services or one of the government agencies that would consider letting your 4-year-old work venomous snakes a definite child endangerment issue and confiscate the child from you. But he's definitely into a tall tale there. I'm sorry, I just can't believe that. And I told him, and yeah, my snakes were cared for by Osama bin Laden when I was out of the town on business too. So we know where that one was. Okay, young lady, you've enjoyed your rat, and I've had a mini rant here. So you can go off and relax.